Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're diving into something really special. We're looking at just a single piece of paper, literally just ink on a page, but it holds this incredible, timeless framework for how we perceive reality itself.
Now, you might be wondering, when we look around today, life can feel incredibly fragmented, right? We're constantly bombarded by different voices, competing priorities, and just a million different physical distractions. So it really begs the question, is it actually possible to find unity in a world full of such endless multiplicity? Well, the source text we're exploring today suggests a really powerful, kind of perspective-shifting answer to that exact question.
Section 1. Spiritual Teachings. Take a look at our primary source here. It's a printed page written beautifully in Hindi script. And what I want you to notice is the intentional structure. You've got this bold heading centered right at the top, a decorative flourish beneath it to sort of divide the page, a subheading off to the side, and then a brief passage of text. It's visually simple, you know? And that's brilliant because it allows the actual weight of the words themselves to truly stand out. So, right at the very top of the page is the heading Ruhani Talim, which translates to spiritual education. And this is basically our compass for everything that follows. See, this isn't just about academic learning or memorizing facts. By boldly placing Ruhani Talim right at the top, the text is framing everything below it as a literal lesson for the soul. The author is letting us know right out of the gate that we need to shift our mindset from the physical, everyday world to a much more elevated spiritual plane of understanding, even before we read the very first line of poetry. Section 2. The Concept of Oneness. Okay, right below that main heading, we find the word wahdat, meaning absolute unity or oneness. And wahdat is an incredibly powerful term. It represents the profound idea that despite all the countless different things we see, hear, and experience in our daily lives, there is a singular, unified reality beneath it all. It's the ultimate contrast to division. By isolating the specific word as a subheading, the text is essentially handing us the thesis statement for the poem we're about to dive into. Section 3. Chishti's Profound Words. Now, the words we're looking at here belong to Hazrat Moinuddin Chishti, taken straight from his own poetry. Just for some quick context, Hazrat Moinuddin Chishti is a highly revered historical figure. He was a mystic, absolutely known for his deep wisdom and his unique ability to convey incredibly complex spiritual truths through really accessible, beautiful language. Knowing that this lesson comes directly from his personal poetry, well, that gives immense weight and historical resonance to the lines we're about to unpack. So let's look at the first line of the couplet. It immediately challenges our natural tendency to feel overwhelmed by the chaos we see around us. It reads, "Do not say that in the multiplicity of the world there is no unity." I just love how this is phrased as a gentle but firm command. He knows exactly how the human mind works, right? Our first instinct is to look out at the world, see all the division and chaos, and just assume that unity simply does not exist. But here, he's telling us right out of the gate to stop making that flawed assumption. To truly grasp Chishti's point here, we have to understand the term kasrat-e-dunya. This refers to the crowded, overwhelming abundance and multiplicity of the physical world. Just think about your own life for a second. Think about the billions of people on Earth, the endless stream of global events, the infinite physical objects that surround you, the constant notifications on your phone. All of that is kasrat-e-dunya. It's the noise, the clutter, and the fragmentation that constantly distracts us. And what Chishti is doing here is playing with an intense duality. On one hand, we have kasrat-e-dunya, that chaos of multiplicity we just talked about, clashing directly with wahdat, the peace of singular unity. The tension between these two concepts is literally the central problem of the human experience, and it's exactly what this entire text is trying to resolve for us. Section 4, the eye of the heart. So how do we resolve this? Well, the text provides a profound answer through the concept of chashme-dil, which directly translates to the eye of the heart. This is the key tool we're supposed to use. And the implication here is absolutely fascinating. It suggests that our physical eyes are only capable of seeing the kasrat-dunya. They can only process the scattered multiplicity of the surface world. To actually see the underlying unity, you need an entirely different kind of vision. You need an internal, spiritual perception that totally transcends pure physical sight. And this leads us to Chishti's breathtaking revelation. By using this eye of the heart, that singular unity becomes visible in absolutely everything. He writes, "If you look with the eye of the heart, you see the one everywhere." It's incredible. The resolution to the chaos of the world isn't to run away from it or to pretend the multiplicity doesn't exist. Actually, the resolution is to fundamentally change how you look at it. The multiplicity stays right where it is, but through the eye of the heart, you suddenly see the singular unifying thread connecting every single piece of it.
Now, I want to point out a tiny structural detail at the very end of the quote. If you look closely, you'll see the numbers 16.8, marking this exact piece of wisdom within a larger collection. It's so easy to overlook, but it's a vital reminder that this couplet isn't just an isolated random thought. It's actually part of a heavily structured, cataloged system of Ruhani Ta'alim, or spiritual education. It really grounds this mystical, flowing poetry into a highly tangible, studyable format that was meant to be preserved, referenced, and taught. So, as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a challenge directly inspired by Chishti's final words. How will you use the eye of the heart to see unity in the world today? As we've learned, this text isn't just some dusty historical artifact. It's an active, practical instruction manual for how to perceive reality. The multiplicity, the noise, the kasretunya, it really isn't going away anytime soon. The only thing in your control is the lens through which you choose to view it. So will you let the chaos blind you, or will you look deeper to find the oneness? Thank you so much for joining me to unpack the profound layers of this beautiful text, and I hope it changes the way you look at the world today.